today's video, we have got an unboxing and we have a new red dot from Vector Optics. Let's get into a little backstory about Vector. When I first started the channel a couple years ago, I reached out to them, told them I would like to do some reviews on their optics, and I did not hear back from them. Now my good buddy Gene from the Reloading from the Hot Pot channel, he is a brand ambassador and affiliate for Vector. So I am pretty familiar with these optics just due to watching his videos, and I've got to shoot some of his guns that have Vector Optics red and green dots on them. So I'm real excited to start working with Vector, and this is the first dot they've sent us. So let's look at this box. This is the top. There's your side, and as you can see, this model is called the Frenzy S 1x17x24 mic motion sensor. There's the super cool Vector Optics logo on that side. This side of the box shows you what the dot looks like. Got your information there with your barcode, and then on the bottom it has all the specs. I like this packaging. If you were in a store, you could just grab this box, flip it upside down here, and look. It tells you pretty much all the specs right here on the box. Alright, let's remove the lid. First thing you see is a cleaning cloth, and I like that. It's got their logo on it, Vector Optics. Got a QR code there you can scan. It's a nice looking cleaning cloth. It's not the generic black one like you see with a lot of dots. Got your little owner's manual here. It's just one-sided, short and sweet and to the point. Then you get the Vector Optics card. And one nice thing about Vector, they do offer a lifetime warranty on their optics. So, very cool. Got another QR code here you can scan, and it just basically says no questions asked, lifetime warranty. And you got your foam padding. We got our optic. It is wrapped up in a plastic bag. Here we have Torx wrench, flathead screwdriver, and an Allen wrench. We got 3 different wrenches here in the bag. And here we have what looks to be our screws. And that is everything in the box. Alright, it does come with the rubber dust cover, which is really nice. And as you can see right now, this is a very, very small dot. And that is because this Frenzy S mic is an RMSC footprint dot. Now this does come with a Weaver Picatinny mount on it right out of the box. So if you don't want to use this on a pistol, you can use it on a PCC or a shotgun. Totally up to you. Or you could put it on a 45-degree offset and use this for a backup sight. Now we're not going to be using this rail because we are going to directly mount this to a pistol. So let me get this off of here and we'll come back and talk about the dot. Alright, I got a couple gripes already about this dot. We're not starting off too good. Took the dot off of the mount and no battery installed, and there's no battery in the box, and obviously it's a bottom mount battery. Now I get it, this is a super small dot. It's made more for like the SIG 365 or Glock 43, a smaller carry gun, but normally all the dots I do a review on always come with a battery. So let me go get a battery and we'll get back here and we'll talk about this. Alright, I went and got a new Energizer battery. This is a CR2032, and while we're talking about the battery, this does have a 50,000 hour battery life if you run it on the lowest setting. Now let's go over some of the dimensions on this. So our overall length on this is 1.6 inches. Our width on this is 1 inch, and our height is 0.9 inches. Window size on this is 17 by 24 millimeter, and it does have a multi-coated lens. The weight on the Frenzy S mic is only 0.65 ounces. I think this is probably one of the lightest all metal dots that I have ever had on the channel. This thing weighs nothing. And speaking of the metal, this is made out of 6061 T6 aluminum with an IPX6 waterproof rating. Now let's get into the good stuff on the Frenzy S mic, the red dot. So this has a 3 MOA red dot. We do have 10 brightness levels. 8 of those are visible, 2 of them are for night vision. We do have very small buttons. On this side here, this is where you will turn it on. On this side is your minus. You will hold this for 3 seconds and it turns the dot off. And you just adjust accordingly to where you want your brightness level. Minus on this side, plus on this side. Now this dot does have auto shut off and it does have shake awake, and we are going to test that as soon as we get this on a gun. It will shut off after 2 minutes of sitting still, and as soon as you grab your gun or you tap the dot, it will come back on. Now our adjustments on here, you can see the windage there. Got that nice visible arrow, which I like. And same here with our elevation. And we do have a built-in backup iron sight, which is actually kind of tall compared to most. So I really like this feature. Now one thing we always like to test here in the unboxing video is our windage and elevation. One thing that I'm already really liking here that they've done, it uses an Allen wrench. I do not like the ones that use the flathead screwdriver. I prefer this a lot better. It's just a lot easier to make your windage and elevation adjustments out at the range. So let's turn these. Okay, they're nice and tight, not loose at all, but they are not audible, and they definitely are not tactile. There are no clicks there or anything like that. Let's check our elevation. Same way, very tight, but they are not audible or tactile on the windage or the elevation. Now on your windage and elevation, you have 45 MOA of total adjustment. Alright, I'm going to get you guys focused in on the dot. I've got it turned all the way up right now. It's very bright. It's not the brightest dot I've seen, but I can already tell after all the dots I've reviewed on this channel, it's plenty bright. We're not going to have an issue there. It's starbursting a little bit on me on this white background, but it's actually pretty clean. I'm going to put my glasses on here real quick and we'll see if it looks any better. Alright, I got my glasses on and yeah, it looks a little bit better. So yeah, it does starburst, which that's not the dot's fault. That's me. I have astigmatism, but it's actually not that bad. It's actually a really clean dot. It could be just a tad bit brighter, but I don't think we're going to have any issues at all. I think we're going to be plenty bright enough. Alright, last couple things. This does come with Vector Optics lifetime warranty, like I said at the beginning of the video. And we did not discuss the fact that it is parallax free. And what I'm going to go do now is get this mounted on the gun. And I'm going to bring it back and show you what I put it on and what it looks like. Alright, this gun is clear. No magazine in it, nothing in the chamber. And we ended up putting this on the Gerson MCP35 Ops, and it looks really good on there. Fit really nice, no problems at all. So this dot will definitely fit my 365 XL or my Rock Island TAC Ultra, because if it fits on this, it will fit on both of those. And I really like how that looks. Let's get this over on top of the safe. Make sure that the shake awake works. Alright, there's our dot. Obviously it's on. Let's give it a couple minutes, come back and make sure it shuts itself off. Okay, so it did indeed shut itself off. Let's give it a little tap. Boom, there it is, right back on. So I waited about 3 minutes and came back and checked it. They say it's 2 minutes shut off. It probably is. Very cool. Glad to see that works. One thing about that shake awake, keep in mind if you're new to red dots or green dots, in order for that shake awake to work, you have to manually turn it on. If you manually turn off the dot, that shake awake's not going to come back on. You have to manually turn it on and then let the shake awake do its thing. So normally with me, when I got a shake awake carry dot like this, I just turn it on, leave it on all the time, and I just change the battery out once a year. Well, I really like how that turned out. Looks super cool on there. Well, in the next video, we'll take it to the range and we're going to do a review. Oh, and one last thing, forgot to tell you. Front sight on here, perfect co-witness with this taller backup rear sight here on the dot. So that's an added bonus. So there's a couple things I didn't like about it, but there's a lot of things that I do like about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.